Welcome to lesson number 1 in our One Life course. This lesson is called Our Need. I believe that you are familiar with the concept of need, something or someone that is required because it is essential or very important. If I were to ask you right now what you need, it is highly probable that you can give me a long list. There are some needs that are absolutely vital for us to function well, such as oxygen, food, water, clothing, shelter, and even community. And there are needs that are more tailored to individual life experience. In this lesson, I will be speaking to you about a need that is deeply felt by many. It has inspired the greatest thinkers, creatives, leaders, philosophers, and the like over many, many years. They all search for an answer that would satisfy. And this need revolves around purpose, meaning, and significance. Have you already asked yourself the deep questions about the meaning of your life? What you are here for? What difference your life can make in this world? Have you struggled with a sense of belonging or finding your unique place among the over 7 billion people on this planet? If yes, please know this, you are not alone. I've struggled with them. Many people have struggled with these same questions. Together, we are going to look at the concepts of purpose, meaning, and belongingness as we go through this lesson. Let me give you some definitions to start you off. So purpose is the reason for which something is done or created or for which something exists. Meaning, what is intended to be, or actually is, expressed or indicated. What is the significance of a thing? Now, this definition for belongingness is one of my favorite. Let me share it with you. The need to belong, also known as belongingness, refers to a human emotional need to affiliate with and be accepted by members of a group. A sense of belonging involves more than simply being acquainted with other people. It is centered on gaining acceptance, attention, and support from members of the group, as well as providing the same attention to other members. The need to belong to a group also can lead to changes in behaviors, beliefs, and attitudes as people strive to conform to the standards and norms of the group. By belonging to a group, we feel as if we are part of something bigger and more important than ourselves. And this definition comes from Kendra Cherry. So these are the concepts we're going to be talking about in this lesson. And in order to do that, we're going to look at 3 deep questions. The first one, what is my purpose? The second one, what is the meaning of this life that I live? And the third one, is there a God? You know, as we learn about this one life, the life that we were designed to live by God, we will see that the foundation for everything, our identity, our life's work, relationships, and overall quality of life, all of this will be founded on the Word of God, the Bible. This book is the God-breathed and divinely inspired blueprint for living. And this, my friends, is our hope for life. So as I go through this lesson and we continue through all these concepts, please feel free to listen first before you take notes. Come to the material with a curiosity, an openness, because there is much to discover. We have learned so much in life. And this information here is not only to educate, but really it's to transform. So we're going to get ready to go in. Speak to enough people and you will learn that for many of us, we often feel like pilgrims in this life, searching for a home in which to reside and a people of our own to which we can belong. There is an internal drive, a restlessness that causes us to stir deep within because we are searching for significance. We are looking for meaning, for an affirmation that our lives are worth something and that we are not alone in this world. With all the challenges and issues that we experience in this life, we want to be assured that our suffering has a reason to it and that there is more to life than pain. The interesting thing is that although we long for a home to call our own, in many ways, wandering has become the norm. Now, I don't speak of a wandering to physical locations, although that can be the case at sometimes. Usually, external wandering is caused by internal wandering. And if you don't move physically, internal wandering can cause you to become stuck, procrastinate, or drift aimlessly through life. Now, when I speak about wandering, what do I mean? Well, to wander is to ramble without a definite purpose or objective, to go indirectly or casually. Interestingly, internally, as we wrestle with the questions of meaning and significance, we are unsettled and in a continuous search for what brings purpose, joy, and deep satisfaction. For many of us, we have yet to find home. And so we move on from one project to another, from one relationship to another, from one job to another, from one location to another, not with the spirit of curiosity and adventure, but rather we're leaving to look for something that will satisfy the deepest yearnings of our soul. And yes, you know what I'm talking about, even if you haven't quite thought of it in the way that I'm describing today. Have you ever longed for something to happen, and then after it finally does happen, the joy that you experience starts to wear off and you begin to struggle with satisfaction? Or maybe you wait so long to achieve some title, some status, some position, and then after a while, the feeling of having arrived, having accomplished it, that starts to wear off and you set your sights on something else. There's always that internal wandering. And there is also the leaving. When life gets too much for us, we leave, hearts first, and then we search for other things, the next relationship, the next position that promises to bring us rest. If you have ever felt like a nomad of sorts, looking for a place to permanently call home, well, I invite you to lean into that feeling now and get ready to learn more about yourself and about life in general. I do want to say this, that there is the people who look for the next level, the next place where you want to be. And if there's a drive forward, and that is good in life. But what I'm talking about now is the internal restlessness, a feeling of not belonging, of not fitting in that you are striving for. So that's what we're looking at. Now, with wandering, the concept of purpose is also crucial. It's important for you to learn how to journey through life with purpose, because purpose gives you your why. The purpose for something lets you know why it is here. And wrapped up in the purpose of a thing is its function, a guideline for the intended use. When you know the purpose of a refrigerator, right? The purpose is to preserve food by keeping it cold because it slows the growth of bacteria in the items that you're going to eat so that you don't get sick. That's the purpose of the refrigerator. When you know its purpose, then you will also have expectations of its function. And you will also have a way to evaluate the performance of the refrigerator. When you know the purpose, when you have the right expectations for its function, you will know when it is malfunctioning, when it's not keeping food cold. And then you can make the necessary step to either get it repaired or replaced. So bring that to our lives. Wrapped up in the purpose of your life is your function, what makes you tick, and how you are to operate as you journey through your days. As you understand this purpose, you will also discover the ways to gauge the quality of your life and to evaluate if you are really living in the fullness of abundant life that we have received as a gift from God. We are going to ask ourselves a very big question right now. So let's just jump in one time, okay? And the question is this: what is the purpose of my life? There it is. The question that I am sure you have asked yourself maybe over and over in your life, maybe this morning, maybe right before you clicked on this video. It is important for you to know that the quest for meaning did not originate with you, nor will it end with you. So take a few moments. Let's rumble with this question. Don't let it frighten or overwhelm you. Give yourself permission to be honest and to speak what you really want to say. You can pause the video, you can write down some bullet points. Just allow your mind to think for a few moments and bring to the surface what your answers have been. And we are going to explore further once you're ready. So, just as the quest for the meaning of significance did not originate with you, the purpose for your life is not found solely in you. You are part of a bigger picture. And get ready for this. You are part of a communal purpose. I know that might sound a little different to what you've heard before, but I want to offer this simple statement to you today. The purpose of your life is connected to the purpose of life. You are connected to the bigger picture in such great ways. Your life's purpose is part of the purpose of life. The story of you is found in the story of us. This is bigger than your family, your community, your tribe. There is a story of humanity, and within it, you have a place. This longing to belong, for a place, a home to call your own, this deep-seated desire to know your worth and value, it's a communal feeling. It is expressed in different ways, and it can also be suppressed in other ways. But there it is in all of us. As we think of these questions, I want to remind you, you're not alone with them. All of us are rumbling with them. All of us at times suppress them just to make it through life. But don't be afraid of it. Here we are learning about our need to belong, our need for meaning, our need for significance. And as this lesson has been titled, Our Need, is to remind you that it belongs to every one of us. So if it belongs to every one of us, then what I propose to you in this course will be applicable to all of us. Not because I came up with this great formula or this great system, but because it is in the person of God. The answers to these questions are found in the one who has created you and who has created me and all the other billion people in this world.